Imagine you're in the kitchen, ready to whip up a delicious meal. You grab an onion, sharp knife in hand, ready to chop. But then it happens, that familiar sting in your eyes. Tears well up, blurring your vision, making the simple task a tearful ordeal. Why do onions, these humble vegetables, have such a powerful effect on our eyes? It's a question many of us have asked, a common kitchen mystery. Let's peel back the layers just like we do with the onion itself to find out. We know onions are made of cells, tiny building blocks, just like us. Inside these cells are water, enzymes, and other compounds. When you slice into an onion, you're breaking open these cells. This releases a cocktail of chemicals that were previously kept separate. Think of it like a tiny chemical factory being disrupted. Two key players are involved, a group of sulfur compounds and an enzyme called. Normally, these are stored in different parts of the onion cell. But when the cell wall is broken, they meet and react. This reaction creates a new chemical compound. This new compound is a bit of a troublemaker for our eyes. It's a volatile gas, meaning it easily floats into the air. As you chop, this gas wafts upwards towards your face. When this gas reaches your eyes, it dissolves in the watery surface. This forms a mild acid, specifically sulfuric acid. Now, your eyes have pain receptors designed to detect irritants. These receptors send a signal to your brain. Danger, something is burning. Your brain, in response, tells your tear ducts to produce tears. This is your body's defense mechanism trying to wash away the irritant. It's like your eyes are crying out for help with a watery SOS. But wait, not all onions are created equal, right? Some make you cry buckets, while others barely cause a sniffle. Why this difference? It turns out the concentration of those sulfur compounds varies. Different types of onions have different chemical compositions. Some varieties are bred to have lower levels of these tear-inducing agents, so a sweet Vidalia onion might be less likely to make you weep. A pungent yellow onion, however, might be a tear-jerker. And what about those no-tear onions you see in stores? Scientists have actually worked on modifying onions. They've found ways to reduce the production of the enzyme or alter the chemical pathway. This means less of that irritating gas is produced. It's a fascinating example of science meeting our everyday culinary needs. But here's a surprising thought. Could onions be crying too? It sounds strange, but when plant cells are damaged, they release signals. Some scientists theorize that these signals might be a form of distress. Perhaps the onion is crying out from the damage we inflict. It's a poetic, if unproven idea that adds a layer of empathy to our chopping. So, what do we know for sure? Cutting onions releases chemicals that form an irritant in our eyes. This triggers our natural tear response to protect ourselves. What is likely? The concentration of these chemicals varies by onion type, explaining different reactions. What is still uncertain? Whether the onion itself experiences a form of distress or crying. It's important to remember that while this process is generally harmless, it's a biological reaction. If you experience severe or persistent eye irritation, it's always best to consult a medical professional. We've discovered the science behind the sting, but what about preventing it? Chilling the onion beforehand can slow down the chemical reactions. Cutting under running water or using a fan can help dissipate the gas. Some people swear by wearing goggles, turning themselves into a culinary astronaut. And techniques like cutting near a vent or using a very sharp knife can minimize cell damage. It's a small inconvenience, but understanding it makes the experience a little less mysterious. Next time you chop an onion, you'll know exactly what's happening. It's a testament to the complex chemistry happening even in the most common foods. So you're not just chopping an onion, you're engaging with a fascinating natural process. It makes you wonder what other everyday experiences hold hidden scientific marvels. The next time you shed a tear over an onion, remember the tiny chemical reactions at play. It's a reminder of the intricate world that exists all around us, even in our kitchens. What are your best tips for avoiding onion tears? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into everyday science, be sure to follow for more curious explorations. Everyday objects often hide the most extraordinary secrets. Stay curious and we'll keep peeling back the layers of everyday mysteries. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders hidden in plain sight. So keep looking closer because the ordinary often holds the most extraordinary stories. Keep that curious spirit alive and you'll find wonders in every corner of your world. From the smallest tear to the grandest star, there's always more to learn and wonder about. And that is the fascinating science behind why onions make us cry.